go for it. 90-yard touchdown. 90-yard touchdown.
Hey, 17, you see I ain't talking, right? Stay humble, bro.
But you know he's right
Stay
here.
humble, stay humble,
I
cuz.
can say 90 yards. I can be excited.
Yeah, but don't do that by my ear. Don't do it by my ear now.
I will do it by my ear. I will do it by my ear. No.
I will do it. Here. How about this? What a story. With Daniel Jones out for the season, torn right Achilles, Notre Dame alum Riley Leonard, the third stringer, dealing with a knee injury. Anthony Richardson, in parts unknown, dealing with that unfortunate eye injury. The Colts are doing there's still an Irsay running the show thing by turning to retired NFL great Phillip Rivers potentially as an emergency solution. The Colts, this was reported by Schefter amongst others, will bring in Rivers, who last played in the NFL in 2020. Rivers, Mark, turned 44 today. Today's his birthday. How about that? I mean, what a weird season. This is a drunken season of professional football, and everything is just so wacky about it, right down to this Phillip Rivers story breaking on his actual birthday, where he turns 44. As a fellow geriatric millennial, Mark, at 45, I'm rooting hard that Phil Rivers gets on the field. But at the same time, it says so much about what the hell has happened to this once like Super Bowl promising level Colts season.
It's I don't know. I'm with you. Like this, I feel like this season is kind of like a holiday party where like at some point you realize I shouldn't be here anymore. Like I'm only going to damage my reputation. But like this is a team under Chris Ballard that chased a 11th hour Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco. And here they are doing this. I can't
but those
believe
were active players at least.
I'm totally
texted Andrew Luck after years after he retired, asking if he would come back and play for them again.
Right. Like I'm not justifying it. It's totally wild to me. It's wild to me also because if anything about Phillip Rivers that we know is this is one of like America's intentionally great and productive family men, right? He's got like 1,000 children or 13 or 14 children to be real. And like when the Chargers moved from San Diego to Los Angeles, everything he built his schedule around was being home, to be able to find a way to be home with his kids. So you're going to go to Indianapolis. Now it's only a couple games, but like, and do this? Or are you in shape? Like, I'm assuming he's still in shape. I don't know. I can't put it together because I feel also it's like, where is like Ryan Tannehill in this equation or someone like that who is maybe closer to having played actual football? I also think Phillip Rivers probably could come in and win a couple games, be one of the coolest things that we've seen. So
yeah, that's why I'm rooting for it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to bring in a guy that's been retired for 4 years. That even, he was productive in his final season, but, clearly physically his arm strength was on the decline. To expect him to be able to sling it would be wild, but you know what? It is in line with, and she's kind of gone off the national radar a little bit since the team started struggling, but Carly Irsay Gordon prowling that sideline with the notepad and the headset on. Like she is her father's daughter. And this is the same team that plucked Jeff Saturday out of a ESPN studio to be a head coach a couple of years ago. So they're an unconventional team. And even though Jim Irsay is no longer with us, this shows they still have the capability of making unconventional decisions. But
do you think it's her idea or a Shane Steichen idea? Like, I mean, because Shane Steichen is a huge part of this. Like,
yeah, I guess we'll find out. I would imagine, you mentioned Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill's been out of the league for a couple of years, but also Rivers played with the Colts at the end of his career. So there was even though the offense is, I guess, different, there's a level of, familiar nature to it. So I don't know. It's a crazy, wild story, a great like Monday week 14 heading into week 15 story to drop. And I think we're all kind of rooting to see him get on the field. It would restart. I thought about this. This doesn't really matter to anyone, I would imagine, besides Phillip Rivers. He is a Hall of Fame quarterback. It would restart his Hall of Fame clock.
You're right. He'd have to go 5 more years.
He'd have to wait 5 more years if he came back. I feel like, I don't know, man. Life is short. You never know what could happen. Like having the gold jacket ceremony, restarting that clock to play with this Colts team, this dead ass Colts team now for 4 weeks is a bit of a risk. But maybe he's got that itch. Maybe he's just got.
And he's literally a grandfather.
He does. He has. People aren't aware, I think he has like 10 kids.
Yeah, he's like Antonio Cromartie, probably like from a little bit of a different angle in terms of how you planned that.
Yeah, I would say Phil would say I have a very different perspective on fatherhood than Cromartie does. He has 10 children with his wife, Tiffany, 7 daughters and 3 sons. The youngest was born in 2023. This isn't like, oh, my kids are all out of the house now, so I figured, no, like they're still in it. Their oldest son, Gunnar, has become a prominent high school quarterback. Wait, does Gunnar have a kid? Like how? Do you have that on solid reporting that he's a grandfather?
I read that. Hold on. Yes, I believe it's absolutely true. Why does it have to be the oldest child?
Yes, he is a grandfather.
Yeah,
his
he's a
oldest
grandfather.
daughter, Haley, had a baby boy.
So I nailed it.
We need it. Good job, Mark. Sorry to even
suggest that I would
any
be
level.
Incorrect.
Exactly. And yes, Tom Brady retired at 45. So even if he comes back, he wouldn't be the oldest quarterback in recent memory, but he's right there, and he's 3 years older, or 2 years older, I should say, than Aaron Rodgers. All right.